Before we dive headfirst into the madness, hit that like button and subscribe to Veteran Game for more brutally honest reviews, deep dives, and all the spicy takes you need before you spend your hard-earned red mercury. Alright, let's talk about Wuchang, Fallen Feathers, the latest Soulslike to flap its wings and try to rise above the crowded nest. On paper, this one looks pretty familiar. Mysterious amnesiac hero, dark fantasy world, stamina-based combat, shrines to level up, and a cast of grotesque bosses who'd probably send even a bloodborne hunter running for cover. But here's the twist, this isn't from software. Wuchang comes from Lindsay Games, a fresh Chinese studio, and they're swinging hard at a genre that's absolutely stacked. So what makes Wuchang different? First, the setting. Instead of yet another European ruin, you're thrown into the dying days of the Ming Dynasty, a war-torn fantasy China where the feathering disease is turning people into literal bird monsters. Our hero, Wuchang, wakes up covered in mysterious feathers but still human, and the only way to cure herself is to hack, slash, and dodge her way through haunted forests, plague cities, and some truly wild boss arenas. Speaking of dodge, that's the name of the game here. Wuchang is all about risk and timing. Pull off a perfect last-second dodge, and you'll build up Skyborn Might, a resource that lets you unleash devastating spells or powerful weapon skills. Sure, you can parry if you want, but most of the time, the game's screaming at you to get good at dodging, rewarding that perfect timing with a deliciously satisfying sound effect, and a big chunk of momentum in your favor. Combat is flashy with 5 distinct weapon types: axes, dual blades, spears, longswords, and one-handers, each with their own discipline skills and weapon-specific moves. The coolest part, you can swap weapons on the fly, chaining together abilities and adapting to the flow of battle, especially during those nail-biting boss fights. Add a massive branching skill tree and the build possibilities open up fast. Want to go full mage stacking spells and magic buffs? Doable. Prefer raw steel and parry windows the size of a hairpin? Go for it. You can even jack up your madness, yeah, it's literally called that, to deal more damage at the risk of losing more progress if you die. Oh, and if you hit max madness and die, your own inner demon spawns and blocks you from reclaiming your lost loot until you take her down. No pressure, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Wuchang's world feels alive and filled with secrets. Gorgeous biomes, tons of detailed armor sets, and smart level design full of shortcuts, ambushes, and that classic "wait, I've been here before" satisfaction. Exploration always feels worthwhile, with hidden chests, optional bosses, and lore tucked away for anyone who loves reading item descriptions at 2 a.m. The story won't win any awards for originality, but the characters you meet and the choices you make can actually impact your ending. There are multiple paths, secret NPC quests, and enough world building to keep lore hunters busy for ages. That's the good stuff. Now for the truth bombs. Wuchang doesn't always soar. The difficulty curve, wildly inconsistent. Some bosses will make you feel like a Soulslike god. Others will have you stuck for hours, throwing your controller and questioning your life choices. There's a fair bit of gotcha, design, hidden enemies, cheap traps, and those classic "oops, you're dead" moments that are more frustrating than fun after a while. The pacing can drag, especially in the mid-game, and at every system shines until much later, when you've already sunk dozens of hours in. Still, for every annoyance, there's a slick mechanic or brilliant boss encounter that pulls you right back in. The madness system, the depth of customization, and that massive experiment-friendly skill tree all add up to a game that's more than just a Dark Souls wannabe. It's a love letter to the genre with enough original ideas to stand on its own, if you can forgive a few rough edges. Bottom line, Wuchang Fallen Feathers is Souls-like comfort food with a spicy twist. It's not here to reinvent the wheel, but if you're hungry for more brutal action, flexible builds, and big, weird bosses, it's an easy recommendation. Just be ready for a few frustrating spikes and maybe have a backup controller handy. If this review helped, smash that subscribe, drop your favorite Souls-like moment in the comments, and stay tuned to Veteran Game for the next deep dive. Until then, may your dodges be perfect and your madness never max out.